Good morning.
Hey. Hey, yeah. Ain't need like that one. Let me say. Hey. Cause I've been trying to be practical. Let me take a sabbatical. Apparently what I'm saying too radical. And y'all can't stomach
me. All right, listen, y'all. Good morning. Listen, I'm a little late, but I'm also right on time as I usually am. I am expecting Taryn Hayes to be with me this morning. But also we hadn't corresponded in the weeks prior because I've been in and out. I've been doing a whole lot, but we still got a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. Of course, share the live. Let everybody know where we at this morning. I am finna share the live right now. We removed my content because it had violent content. Yeah, I'm sure you did. All right, let me share this real quick. Hold on, share this tab. What the heck is this? What is this? I don't know if y'all see my page. I recently shared some videos of American police doing their police brutality duties, and Facebook done blocked my junk because it is graphic. I'm sure it is graphic. Anyway, I'm trying to share the live. Anyway, so good morning. Okay, look, I disagree with your decision. I disagree with it. Let the show the people what the police be doing to these protesters saying free Palestine. I hope y'all are tuning into that national news too. We talk about a bunch of local stuff here, but man, that national news, we're gonna have to have a whole nother situation where we talk about that. But let's jump in here and do the due diligence. Good morning. Thank y'all for shopping online as always. Shop online, easycopy.io. I appreciate y'all who shopped online yesterday and last night. I got those orders in and I will be processing them this morning. So make sure y'all hit the link and get your stuff. I just sent out another emailer for all these events coming up. In fact, let's just go ahead and jump in these streets. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in these streets real quick. Let me share this screen so y'all see these events that's going on. I wanted to show, and I'm gonna share these in the Albany Forward group too. But the 24th annual housing conference apparently is happening at the Albany Museum of Art. Share that. Boom, so y'all can see what's up. That's April 10th. Oh, it already passed? What? No, it says Tuesday, May 14th. And then the homie Billy, shout out to Billionaires, is doing his Southwest Georgia Streetwear More Market Fest. And that's going to be out there at the US 19 Dragway. That is May, 25th. And then Omar Salam, okay, it don't take all that. And then Omar Salam has his Juneteenth celebration, y'all. So make sure y'all stay up on what's going on in these streets. There's always a bunch of fun stuff happening in Albany. And if you join the Albany Forward group, which we up to now 516 members now. So yeah, shout out to that. Make sure y'all join in and stay on top of everything that's going on. Now, we can talk about this crime. We can talk about, we can talk about this policing. We can talk about a lot of fun stuff today. So my guest today was supposed to be Mr. Taryn Hayes. And let me share this right here too. Mr. Taryn Hayes, as we know, is running for sheriff, for Dougherty County Sheriff. And I don't know if y'all saw the last live. Hold on. Live right now. Share. I don't know if y'all got a chance to see the last live. I introduced the topic that we were going to be talking about, which was the sheriff race and the whatchamacallit, and the Superior Court judge race. Let me pull up the overlays. So we were talking about Superior Court judge, and let me get in these streets out of here. Where's Matt? Get it out of here. Wow. Okay. So we talked about this, and we've had, I haven't had any of these people up on the show yet. Tabarak wants to be on the show. He's messaged me. We got to talk back some more. I got to reach out to Valerie Williams and Victoria Johnson. So Aaron Johnson jumped on the live and he was like, yeah, Victoria Johnson. Well, rather, he jumped in the inbox. He's like, yeah, Victoria Johnson would love to be on the show and all of this stuff. So we were talking about Superior Court judge and the position. And I was basically expressing my thoughts as far as the questions that I would ask when she came on the show. And in fact, let me share the share the screen so y'all see what I'm talking about. But I posed the question. I said, so I want to find out where she stands with decriminalization of cannabis. And Aaron Johnson was quick to chime in, and he was like, no, that's not, she can't, she doesn't make the laws, or rather judges don't make the laws. And I said, I understand that. We understand that, Aaron Johnson. My whole point was, as a judge, and this is how I worded it, so I'm going to reiterate that, but then I'm going to ask it better. But my question was, as a judge, would you support candidates that are in support of the decriminalization of marijuana or cannabis because it would directly lighten the caseload for the judges? And so that's what we talked about in the live. And Aaron Johnson, he no, that's not her job. That's not her job. My whole problem with that, and please go back and watch the live, it's in the Albany 4 group. My whole problem with that is it is very much in the purview of the judge to have a position on cannabis, on any issues, but specifically the laws that govern these things and how they impact the people. So the discussion, what this whole exchange there illuminated for me is that a lot of people, even our educated individuals, even if our professors of economics, don't have all of the information, don't have a strong knowledge of what these positions entail, what actually these judges are supposed to do, what these legislators are supposed to do, the sheriff's supposed to do, what are their duties, and what actually falls under their purview. So please go back and check this exchange out, because in the comments as well, and I shared in fact, let me go back up. I shared the exchange. Dr. James Pratt, who I admire greatly, respect highly, he answered up. He spoke up. Let me put this back up here. So this is also in the group. I took the screenshots and shared them because Aaron Johnson, like as you can see, he was making the comments. That's a legislative issue. Judges don't make the laws. Dr. James Pratt chimed back in and said, you know what? No, judges absolutely do and can make laws, and it can influence law creation through their judgments and precedents. That's my whole point. Judges, specifically superior court judges and the judges in the highest seats, they have to write opinions and, what was the other word that he used? But they have to write opinions on these laws. And in these opinions, these explanations, interpretations, that's the word I was looking for. In these interpretations that they publish, they're supposed to cite how these laws impact the people, impact the community. And if it's disproportionate or if there's wrong or they're outdated, then they are supposed to write opinions to the legislatures to update these laws. That is in the purview of the judges. If the judges are not doing their jobs in that sense, then they're ineffective. That was my whole point. So with that being said, specifically in regards to the decriminalization of cannabis, it is not acceptable for any candidate in any position to say that that's not in our purview. That's not, we can't have a position on this. Unfortunately, it's your job to have a position on this and to make sure that these laws reflect the society that we currently live in and where we want to go. If our legislators and our educated people would do a little bit of research, it doesn't take a whole lot. In fact, let me share this screen, because shout out to the work that Sawika Rising just did recently with the 420 event. They had a screening for this documentary, the Grass is Greener documentary. And in this documentary, they explain how the laws governing cannabis and how they were developed and whatever, they came about through fake news, literal fake news. There was fake propaganda that went out talking about how, in fact, Ashley, is there trailers and clips? But in it, they talk about how, no, don't talk though. The laws that were governing cannabis came about through fake news. They had stories that came out of the news saying that these Mexican people went crazy and murdered their wives and murdered their children because they were high on cannabis, and they changed the name to marijuana to make it seem more Mexican and all of this. So the reason why cannabis is even illegal is on false pretenses, is on fake news. So we need our legislators and our leaders to make laws that reflect reality and reflect the truth and reflect current and, in fact, older information. Because in this documentary, they also explain that when these first reports started coming out about, oh, cannabis and weed is this horrible stuff, there were people that put out information that countered that and said, no, that's not true. We've actually done these studies. We've seen that it's not habit forming. It doesn't cause, anger issues or whatever, cause people to rage and whatnot. So this was happening back 80 years ago. And so now fast forward, we have laws that are still on the books based on lies, blatant lies. It's not even, I don't even know that there's no even way to really cushion it. So my question to all our leaders and those who defend our current leaders, no matter whether you're married to them or not, my question to y'all is, why are you all afraid to make decisions based in reality, based in data that we can see, based on valid information? And also, too, we have Jeremy Dollar. We got Jeremy Dollar. We got all these people. We got Cedric Rowe, who's growing cannabis down off 300. It just behooves me. It baffles me why so many of our people can't just choose ignorance. They just choose to remain blissfully ignorant. Not even blissfully ignorant. This is just stupid. So if Mr. Taryn Hayes were here running for Dougherty County Sheriff, I would ask Taryn Hayes, how do you plan on dealing with and going about promoting legislation change that actually reflects our current society and what our current needs are and where we're trying to go? Because if we have leaders currently or old past future that say, oh, I can't take a stance, I can't say anything about cannabis, I can't blah, 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 then you're not the leader for us. Point blank period. You're not the leader for where we're trying to go. You're a leader of the past. You're speaking in past talk, which is fine for those who want to stay in the past. But unfortunately, we've been there too long. And so we've got a legislature, an elected official right now in the state house, David Sampson, 153, who has not proposed any bill. He hasn't proposed any bill, but one bill that he could propose is, hey, why don't we decriminalize weed in the state of Georgia? Granted, it may not pass, but doggone it, propose some legislation. Actually try and move the needle. Make an effort. That's my whole point. Make an effort, leaders, to learn, to make an effort to do something different, to make some different decisions. Because if not, you're not the leader for us. That's now the new narrative. That's how we're moving. And it's not to say, oh, and I'm not pushing, oh, you better decriminalize marijuana now. I'm saying you need to have a position on it because it's affecting people's lives. It's negatively impacting people's lives on a regular basis. And so we have people in jail now for lies. We have people in jail based on lies. And so that right there, if your position is to, hey, I want to best represent all of the people of this community to the best of my ability, let's start with being honest about everything. Let's be honest. Let's be transparent. Leaders who are afraid to do that are not leaders. Simply put, if we have a leader in any position, Mayor Boduro, because I call names, and I think that's why people are afraid. People are afraid of me, afraid of this platform a little bit. They like it. They like to watch. They like to tune in, but then they're afraid to engage because doggone it, I call names and I keep it real. Like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? And I guess I'm crazy because I carry my nuts like they weigh a ton. They do. Like, you're not going to talk to me any kind of way. Terrence Fowler Sr., the Reagan administration added to the false propaganda of marijuana more by their Just Say No campaign. Exactly. And Nancy Reagan, her old wrinkly self. Shout out to the Reagans and the work that they did to destroy lives. And I'm so glad that you put this post here that we can juxtapose this, because those leaders who are afraid to challenge this type of legislation and these types of policies are adding to the legacy of destruction and death. And so I don't care who you are, black, white, running for judge, running for sheriff, running for this, running for that. If you are afraid to change to take a look and see, oh, we've been doing this wrong. Let's make a change. If that's not you, you are not the leader for the position. Point blank, period. And that's just that. So when I get a chance to speak to these judges, and Lord, you know what? And if I don't, please be aware that they're afraid of the truth. They're afraid of hard questions. If they don't come on this show in some form, if I don't have a dialogue with them, they're afraid. And if they're afraid and they're leading from fear, they're not a leader for us. We don't need fear-based leaders. We don't need weak people who are afraid to look at data and make change, and that better reflects the community. That's just that right there. So if you know anybody that's running for a campaign, in fact, and I'm gonna have Tamia Thomas in here. Oh, you know what? Too, shout out to that article. Lawrence Knighton sent me a response to Alan Malden's article in the Herald. I guess he was endorsing Tamia Thomas for county commissioner in District 5 against Gloria Gaines. They're saying Tamia Thomas is being put up for the seat by Michael McCoy, who, of course, was ousted by the current commission. He was our county administrator, and he was fired. And so he's brought a lawsuit against the county. Now Mike McCoy apparently is putting Tamia Thomas up to run against Gloria Gaines. We're going to talk about that, too. Don't worry. We got a lots of days. In fact, early voting done started. I don't know if y'all got a chance to early vote, but it's happening right now, April 29th at the Candy Room through May 17th. There's a couple Saturdays that are going to be open as well. Make sure y'all check out the Albany Forward page. That information is in there. But make a plan to go early vote. But anyway, Mike McCoy is obviously he's not happy with the county commission. But Miss Tamia Thomas, and we've had discussions and exchanges in here. Actually, Tamia Thomas is coming to the shop and talk with me and inquired about making orders. Hadn't made one yet. But when we've talked, it is clear to me that she's not the person for the position. No matter what your stance is against Gloria Gaines or not, my whole thing is I've spoken with Tamia Thomas, and I understand that she's going to be used more than likely by Mike McCoy and the other white power structure that's here to get back at the Black county administrator, the Black county commission. That's what I see. I could be wrong, but that's my prediction. I think that if Tamia Thomas, that's why they're pushing Tamia Thomas. Speaking to Tamia Thomas, I think that she has a good heart and good intentions, but she is not. I'm trying my best to be nice with this one because Tamia Thomas is nice. That's all I can say. She's a very nice lady. Hold on, let me what you said, Terry Fowler. They like softball type conversation, superficial talk with no substantive plan or execution. Exactly that. You know what? And I'm so sorry. I'm bouncing around a couple of places, but thank you for making this point because it reminds me. Please go take a look at that interview on Victoria Johnson's page by Sam Gaines. And again, I like Sam Gaines. Sam Gaines is cool, but those type of interviews where there's no substance to it, it's just a puff piece to basically promote this candidate and say, hey, this person's so great. Look at them. That's all well and good. And I guess we need that too. But more so than that, we need hard questions and we need accountability because Albany is on the decline. Our population is on the decline. Our education system is on the decline. Our freaking factory jobs are on the decline. We need effective action now, and we don't have time for this pity-pat baby talk conversations. Dog, Fowler, you got the link, dog. Jump on in if you in there, bit. In fact, hold on, let me see. Copy that thing. Wow. I don't know why you ain't in here. Why you ain't in here? Terrence, swap, share that thing. You can get the link, G. But we need effective leadership. And the problem is the reason why, in fact, and people keep asking me to do another forum. I would do another forum if our leaders had any backbone, any sack to speak of. Mayor Boduro scared. He weak. God dang, you had an appointment. Oh, okay, he's at an appointment. He can't jump on. Chad Wilmington scared, he weak. David Sampson scared, he weak. And I'm hoping that the rest of the candidates that have not come on ain't scared and ain't weak. But if you are afraid of somebody saying, hey, you're not doing your job well, why ain't you doing your job better? Fix yourself. If you're afraid of that, and you're accountable to these people, and you're afraid of accountability, how are you a leader? How are you an effective leader, dog? So listen, look, and I'm not saying that I'm all this and who are you? Look, I'm the people. I'm the taxpayer. So God dang it, yes, you are accountable to me. You are accountable to everybody that's listening to this right now. You're accountable. Like, and that whole thing, y'all need to get, these leaders need to jump off this little high horse to where they feel like they can't be questioned and they're above reproach and they're I don't have to discuss that. And nigga, yes you do. Yes you do. You better discuss it. Cause like, look, we tired of this. We tired of that. And fortunately, my voice is being amplified like a mother father, and I'm so glad about it. Like, people love the fact that I engage this way, because we're tired of weakness. We're tired of ineffective leadership. We're tired of it. And so once we get some effective leadership, then we can actually see some then maybe I can calm down. And then I can talk sweet again. And everybody can be happy and just get happy at them. But doggone, y'all be stressing me out. Because I make points that, anyway, let's look at the crime data. Because we didn't even talk about Crime City Chronicles. I was giving Hayes a chance to respond. I was giving these people a chance to respond, but we see what the lack of response means, or rather, my interpretation of the lack of response and because we spoke, Hayes and I spoke May 1st. And again, we hadn't spoke up until, so I ain't saying he stood me up. Maybe he forgot, maybe he got busy, other different little stuff pop up because we ain't exchanged. Cool. But have these conversations. The questions that I'm asking here, take these questions to these people when you see them. Say, hey, Hayes, I heard this, and this, and this. Who you heard that from? Adam and Yang. And yeah, ask the question. Hold them fools accountable. Because at the end of the day, if they are juking and ducking accountability now, they'll duck and juke accountability later on in the job. And that's not effective leadership. That's not leadership at all. Let me share this screen so y'all can see what I am talking about here. Let's take a look at the crime data. Share this tab. So I'm on the Albany City website. Boom, boom, boom. And we looked at this before, but I love, let's zoom in so y'all can really see what's really good. Boom. And one more time. All right. So crimes against persons, it stays around the 160 number. Apparently, it was like 160 in December of 2023. But so we're in March of 2024. That's what the data is. Oh, crimes against property went down a bit from 400 something to 320 something. All right. We're looking at the crime data because the way crime is reported in this city and the way crime is talked about makes it seem like Albany is just this godforsaken, crime-ridden hellhole. And unfortunately, that's not the case. When we look at, by and large, what the data is, 163, 323, that's 160. Yeah, that's double. So the crimes against property are more or twice that of crimes against people. So the murders, assaults, rapes, stuff like that, 163. Robbery, theft, motor vehicle theft, embezzlement. Look at that. At least we ain't got no embezzlement crime here. Shout out to that. We're winning. Let's count the positives. But crimes against property remain at a regularly high above crimes against people. Let's look at March 2023 real quick, because that was March 2024. And so we're going to look at a year difference just to see, because I like facts. I like data. I like stats, because we can't just talk crazy. Oh, well, dang. Crimes against persons was up last year. Hagen-Dazs, 223 versus still 379. So crimes against property, and I'm showing this so we can have this conversation again. Crimes against property regularly outpace crimes against people. Now, I'm not saying anyone is better or worse than the other. What I am saying is that if we want to lower the crime rate in Dougherty County tackling the offenses that are the highest, the crimes against property, and figuring out what we can do to tackle that is a much better approach to lowering the crime rate. The crimes against people, in fact, the actual numbers for murders, where's murder? One. There was one murder in March of 2024. There was 3 in March of 2023. But there's 1 versus robbery, 6. Burglary, 2021. Larceny and theft, 28, 43. Shoplifting. So these things are much more. So if we tackle these issues, we can be effective at lowering the crime rate. Once we lower the crime rate, now we look attractive to industry. Now we can attract these factory jobs back. Once we get these jobs back, now the state of the whole city goes up. Now the cost of living, or rather not the cost of living, the quality of life goes up for everybody in the community now, because everybody's making more money. Now people can pay more taxes. Now our schools get more funds. Like we have to start somewhere, and starting at policing and crime is a great place to start. It's a great place to start, because what that requires is addressing the needs that have been neglected for these people. When you're attacking crime, if your crime leaders aren't talking about meeting the needs of the people, they're not the leaders for us. These crimes against property stem from the fact that people don't have resources. These young people are breaking into cars, breaking into homes to get things of value because they don't have. So what can we do to curb that? That's where we start with our leadership. So if the sheriff's department isn't equipped to answer that question, to say, hey, what resources do you have to better meet the needs of these young people who are going into these vehicles, who are stealing, who are running into these stores, taking things because they can't feed themselves? What are you doing to help that? If they don't have answers, they're not the leaders. I ain't claiming to have all the answers, but I do know that the Family Resource Center, and I had this little book, this pen over at the Old Lincoln building on Corn, Old Lincoln Fundamental, they have a whole bunch of free resources there for young folks, adults, everybody. They got free washer and dryer over there. They got Aspires over there. I think they got an office in there. They have all kind of resources over there. So check out the Family Resource Center. It's a mesh of Doherty County, the city, and a bunch of different other resources coming there. If y'all have whatever needs, I think even that Feed in the Valley, I think, or some food program they have over there. So if you need food, they have that. Check them out. I need to find their information, actually. Then I can share that as soon as I find it. But look, guys, yes, we have crime in our city. Yes, we have, unfortunately, murders in our city. Yes, we have these things. However, our city, in fact, per capita, has less crime than other areas around us. So, and what's more is our crimes against property are much higher than our crimes against people. So, looking at those stats, looking at the data, and then I think too, where's possession at? Is possession in there? Drugs, narcotic offenses. Okay, so drug, narcotic offenses is a whole separate thing. But we got 25 instances of those. We stay with a percentage of that too. We could knock that out entirely if we decriminalize marijuana. Now, I ain't saying, of course, decriminalize cocaine, heroin, meth. You know, clearly those don't have any medical benefit. But for cannabis, which we know and is seen actually has medical application, let's be forward looking. Let's be forward moving, forward thinking in our leadership. Look, we coming up on the 30-minute mark, y'all. I ain't gonna be here long. I needed to talk about this and talk about crime, talk about how we're judging crime, talk about how we're policing our communities, because there seems to be a disconnect between the leadership and the people and what is, I guess, expected of our leaders in these roles. I expect effective leadership. I expect change. I expect bold challenge to antiquated laws. If you are a current judge, Willie Weaver, Victoria Johnson, Dara Shaw, and you see laws that are on the books that are negatively impacting your people, and you as a judge are not working and advocating to change those laws and to interpret those laws in a way that better reflects the interests of the people, then you are not an effective leader, and we need effective leadership. If you are not calling out your leaders for their ineffective leadership, you are an ineffective follower and leader. That goes out to all the people. If you are not calling out these leaders for these pity-pat, weak statements, for their dodging and evading of questions, for their refusal to actually challenge BS and challenge antiquated laws, if you as a people are not holding your leaders accountable, you are not effective, and you are also part of the problem. We have to do better as a people, as a community. Go vote right now. Early voting is happening right now until May 17th, and then May 21st is election day. What you said, Terrence Fowler? Let's get on tonight. There's so much to cipher through. Yeah, look, my local civic knowledge and experiences. Yeah, we need more free time to discuss and engage more with you, the people. Yes. Who's this done pulled up? It's too late. It's too late. It's too late to apologize. What is that? So if you like our efforts in having more productive conversations exactly about bettering our communities, then support. A simple like, share, wave, sending stars. Them stars. In fact, I forgot to mention that. Yes, send the stars. We're monetized on the platform. The stars like 99 cents, and it adds and lets folks know that hey, we're doing something good. You like it and you want more of it. But yes, it's greatly appreciated. Catch us tonight. Turn on the notifications tonight. What's tonight? Wednesday night. You know, yeah. We need to hit it tonight. We need to hit it tonight. But yes, get at the free web already, dog. Listen, I'm gonna wrap this up. I said that before. Go check out the Albany Forward group. In there, I have posted videos from each of the candidates that are running for sheriff and Superior Court judge. Take a look at what's going on. What's his name? You know what? Geo Ant posted this thing about Terrence Hayes, and I was reluctant to share it. And I don't think I've shared it to the group. I may have. I don't know. But it's apparently a case that was brought against Hayes in the Dougherty County Police Department 2 years ago. Take a look at it, because we'll probably talk about it tonight. I won't talk about it now. I want to talk about it later tonight. I'm doing more research so I can give more context about it. I don't want to just plop it out there, because I hate when folks jump in my inbox like that. And it's a love-hate thing. People be jumping in my inbox all the time with dirt on a lot of people. A lot of dirt on a lot of people. I don't share the dirt. I archive the dirt. Who knows for what? All I know is everybody just treat people with love and respect. Anyway, so I don't like necessarily when folks jump in other folks' inbox with dirt on other folks. Hey, check this, look at that. Because everybody got dirt. You dig long enough and deep enough, you're going to find something that looks bad for somebody. So I don't like it. But people do that to me all the time. Said all that to say, I got mixed feelings about this post. And then, granted, it was on WALB. It was on the news, but it was 2 years ago. Check it out. Take a look at it. Y'all form your own opinions, because we're going to talk about it later tonight. And I'm looking over here at the screen because do I want to share it or not? I'm not going to share it. Y'all go find it yourself. But, and again, like, I had so much to say. Establishment candidates, because that was the word I was looking for another time too. Establishment candidates like Hayes, like Victoria Johnson, that are assumed that they're going to get the position. They're problematic in that there's less accountability. They expect to be held accountable less because this was their job. They were supposed to get the seat. My challenging question to them is, being an establishment candidate, what assurances can you give the people that you will be effective at bringing the necessary change to that office and to the community as a whole? Write these questions down there. I'll be asking some fire behind questions. The questions that they refuse to ask at these forums. We're going to get there, y'all. We're going to get there. That's right. TOB continue. Listen up. We finna get out of here. If you liked anything that we've shared in this brand one, put my overlay back. I hadn't had my overlay up the whole time. It's okay. But if you liked anything we shared in this live, found it exciting, life-changing, helpful in any way, please like, share, and comment. Let everybody know what time it is. And that we're talking about real stuff. We're holding leaders accountable. We also, too, of course, still have the mock election that's going on citywide still. I'm still putting out more ballot boxes that are different places. And, of course, when you fill out the ballot, you scan the QR code that's on the box and on the ballot, and it'll take you to a raffle, actually a digital ballot you can fill out, and then you enter into a raffle, and you can win some fun stuff for the Summer Splash 5K. That is going down. We're doing fun stuff in the community for the city and for the kids. We're giving back at this sucker. We're going to have health screenings there. So if you need to be health screened, I haven't been in, and I actually had to get a tooth looked at because it cracked off. Half of my tooth gone, but I ain't in pain, thank God. But anyway, I went to go get my tooth worked on, found out my blood pressure's too high. I ain't going to post the numbers because it's outrageous. But I got to work on my blood pressure. But if you need blood pressure screening, which, of course, the leading cause of kidney disease, kidney failure, heart disease, and all that stuff, shoot, we got to clean our kidneys. 818 Diagnostics is going to be out there doing health screenings. We're going to have food trucks out there, water slides, back to school giveaway, all kind of fun stuff. So make sure y'all come out July 27th. And I think that's it for my time here. I love y'all. Please stay engaged, hold these folks accountable, and go vote. 2 fingers.